Miss the unforgettable snacks of the 80s?
Crunchy, cheesy, and tasty.
From the frothy delights of Orange Julius to the buzzing energy of Jolt Cola, we're revisiting 20 iconic snacks and drinks that bring back a wave of nostalgia. Let's relive the tastes that made the 80s truly memorable. Our first stop is at the iconic Orange Julius stand. Imagine it's 1985 and you're at your local mall, which isn't just a place to shop but a social hub, especially the bustling food court. Here, among the neon lights and tiled floors, you find the Orange Julius kiosk, a beacon of frothy, sweet citrus refreshment. Originating from a humble orange juice stand in Los Angeles, Orange Julius became a cultural icon by transforming simple orange juice into a creamy, frothy, and irresistibly smooth drink that was perfect for sipping while browsing the latest cassette tapes or fashion trends. The signature drink, a blend of orange juice, milk, sugar, and ice, whipped into a silky consistency, was a staple at state fairs and then in shopping malls across the country. Although Dairy Queen, which acquired Orange Julius in the late 80s, has begun phasing out the drink, its sweet vanilla meets orange juice taste remains a vibrant part of mall culture memories. Next, let's reminisce about the quintessential 80s lunchbox staple, the Hi-C Ecto Cooler. Launched in conjunction with the Ghostbusters franchise, this beverage wasn't just a drink, it was an event. The box was instantly recognizable, bright neon green with the friendly face of Slimer adorning each package, appealing directly to every child's desire to engage with their favorite movie characters in any way possible. The taste was a bold, sweet citrus punch, lacking subtlety but not charm, with only 10% real fruit juice but 100% nostalgia. The Ecto Cooler enjoyed long-term popularity, living on shelves well into the 90s, briefly disappearing, and then making a nostalgic comeback tied to the new Ghostbusters movie releases. Despite its fleeting return, the glowing green drink remains a symbol of 80s pop culture excess and childhood joy. Turning to the breakfast table, we find Sizzlian, a product of its time, marketed aggressively throughout the 80s as a healthier alternative to traditional bacon. With health trends starting to emerge, Sizzlian promised a meaty taste with significantly less fat.
Honey, what happened to the bacon?
You know bacon shrinks. That's the leanest I could find.
Leanest you could find.
Using a blend of turkey, pork, and beef. Its texture, somewhat akin to jerky, didn't deter its fans who were looking to maintain a meaty breakfast option without all the guilt. Advertisements boasted of Sizzlian's ability to cook up crispy without shrinking down like typical bacon, making it appear more substantial and satisfying. Though it vanished from shelves as dietary trends shifted towards genuine health foods and transparency in labeling, the memory of Sizzlian sizzling on the stovetop on a Sunday morning remains a fond recollection for many who were trying to eat smarter without sacrificing flavor. Jolt Cola stormed the beverage market with a simple promise: all the sugar and twice the caffeine. In an era when more is better was often the prevailing approach, Jolt Cola became the anti-hero of soft drinks, challenging the burgeoning diet movement with a bold, unapologetic boost of energy. Launched in 1985, it catered to students, programmers, and anyone else who needed to stay awake and alert longer than nature intended. Its marketing was cheeky, embracing its role as the rebel of the cola wars, often reminding consumers that life is short, play hard. Despite a bankruptcy filing in 2009 and a brief resurgence in 2017, Jolt Cola's legacy as the original powerhouse drink of the 80s endures, a testament to the decade's penchant for excess. Jell-O pudding pops captured the hearts of the 80s with their creamy, frozen goodness. As a perfect treat on a hot day, these pops offered the flavors of rich chocolate, vanilla, and swirl, becoming a staple dessert for many households. Despite their immense popularity, which saw sales skyrocket in the first few years, pudding pops faced production challenges that eventually led to their discontinuation. The complexity of maintaining frozen distribution channels proved too costly, causing these beloved treats to disappear from the market. However, the memory of their smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture continues to evoke nostalgia among those who grew up enjoying them. The Carnation breakfast bars take us back to the hurried mornings of the 80s, where families were increasingly seeking quick, nutritious options to start their day. These chocolate-covered granola bars were more than just convenient. They were a delicious, energy-packed meal for those too busy to sit down to a traditional breakfast. Introduced in the mid-70s, they became a cultural mainstay in the following decade, encapsulating the shift towards on-the-go eating that defined a busy, burgeoning society. Packed with protein and fortified with vitamins, they were marketed as a meal replacement that didn't skimp on taste. Despite their popularity, they were discontinued in the 90s, leaving behind a legacy of convenience and the lingering taste of their chocolatey, chewy goodness. Imagine walking into a Taco Bell during the 80s and being greeted by the sight of the Enchilito, an ingenious hybrid of an enchilada and a burrito smothered in a hearty red sauce and melted cheese. Introduced as the perfect solution for those who couldn't decide between the two Mexican dishes, the Enchilito was a fan favorite for its hearty filling and flavorful topping. Its substantial size and satisfying taste made it a staple of the Taco Bell menu for decades. Though it was discontinued, the Enchilito's legacy lives on, with fans petitioning for its return and remembering it as a quintessential part of their Taco Bell experiences. Who could forget the dangerously hot filling of McDonald's original deep-fried apple pies? Introduced in the late 60s but reaching peak popularity in the 80s, these pies were notorious for their scalding hot apple filling, encased in a crispy, flaky crust that was deep-fried to golden perfection. The allure wasn't just in the taste, but also in the thrill of the first bite, often taken cautiously to avoid burns. The deep-fried version was replaced by a baked variant in the 90s as health trends took hold, leaving many to nostalgically recall the superior flavor and texture of the original. Despite the change, the memory of those indulgent, crispy pies continues to evoke pangs of longing for a taste of the past. The Good Humor Fat Frog was not just a popsicle, it was a summer icon. These green, frog-shaped ice cream bars, complete with bubblegum eyes, offered a fun, interactive eating experience that no child could resist. Launched in the height of the ice cream truck era, the Fat Frog became synonymous with summer joy, its sweet, fruity flavor perfect for cooling down under the hot sun. Although it has since been discontinued, the Fat Frog remains a beloved memory for many, symbolizing carefree summer days with a playful treat in hand. Five Alive burst onto the juice scene with a lively mix of 5 citrus fruits: orange, lemon, lime, grapefruit, and tangerine, combining to create a zesty, refreshing beverage that was perfect for any occasion. Marketed as a healthier alternative to soda, Five Alive was a popular choice for families looking to quench their thirst. With something sweet yet seemingly wholesome. Despite its popularity, Five Alive slowly faded from American grocery shelves, though it remains available in some markets. Its disappearance has left many longing for the unique, invigorating taste that could always be counted on to bring you alive. Bonkers? Fruit candy was another 80s sensation, known for its intense fruit flavors, and a memorable series of commercials that featured giant fruit pieces falling from the sky. Each chewy piece packed a punch with its fruit-filled center, making every bite an explosion of taste. The quirky ads, which showed people being literally bonked by giant fruit, captured the fun and whimsical nature of the decade. Despite its eventual disappearance from shelves, Bonkers remains a beloved candy memory for many, embodying the playful and sometimes bizarre spirit of 80s snack food marketing. Planters cheese balls are the epitome of nostalgic snacking. These bright orange, perfectly poppable cheese balls first appeared in the early 1980s and quickly became a favorite for their intensely cheesy flavor and satisfying crunch. Packaged in a distinctive blue canister that kept them fresh and crunchy, These snacks were ideal for sharing at parties or enjoying a quick treat. The unique texture and flavor made them a staple in American households. After disappearing from shelves in the early 2000s, Planters cheese balls were sorely missed by fans, leading to countless petitions and social media campaigns begging for their return. Heeding consumer demand, Planters briefly brought them back in 2018 and again in 2019, much to the delight of 80s kids and nostalgic snackers everywhere, proving that good flavors truly stand the test of time. Hubba Bubba Bubble Jug presented one of the most unique chewing experiences of the 1980s. This innovative snack combined the fun of bubblegum with the novelty of powdered candy, which you could pour into your mouth and chew into gum. The Bubble Jug was an instant hit due to its interactive and playful nature. It came in several vibrant flavors, such as pink lemonade and tropical fruit, which appealed to the fun-loving kids of the decade. PB Max was not just a candy bar, it was a sensation that hit the shelves in the late 1980s and made a lasting impact with its unique combination of textures and flavors. Produced by Mars, Incorporated, PB Max consisted of a crunchy whole grain cookie topped with creamy peanut butter and encased in rich milk chocolate. This delightful treat was known for its bold peanut butter taste, a feature that set it apart from other candy bars on the market at the time. Despite generating substantial sales, PB Max was mysteriously discontinued in the early 90s. Rumor has it that the discontinuation was due to the Mars family's distaste for peanut butter, not because of poor sales. This has left many fans of the treat baffled and nostalgic for its return, as PB Max represents a lost treasure of the snack world, whose flavor and satisfying crunch were unmatched by its contemporaries. The Reggie Bar was a chocolate candy named after the famous baseball player Reggie Jackson. Introduced in 1978 during Jackson's heyday with the New York Yankees, these caramel and peanut-filled chocolate bars were handed out at Yankee Stadium, creating a memorable connection between sports fandom and snacking. Each bar came wrapped in distinctive packaging featuring Jackson's image, making it a collector's item as well as a treat. The Reggie Bar's connection to such a high-profile athlete helped it gain a considerable following, though it was short-lived and discontinued in the early 80s, when Jackson's career with the Yankees ended. Keebler's Magic Middles were more than just cookies. They were a marvel of snack engineering from the 1980s. These delightful treats featured a soft, rich exterior, with a surprise burst of chocolate or peanut butter filling inside. Introduced to a market that was saturated with plain cookies, Magic Middles stood out for their gooey, indulgent centers that offered a contrast to the crispy exterior. Their popularity soared due to their unique appeal and Keebler's reputation for quality. However, despite their success and the fond memories they created, Magic Middles were discontinued, leaving many to reminisce about the special joy that came from biting into a cookie and finding a sweet, creamy surprise. Bar None was introduced by Hershey's in the late 80s to cater to chocolate lovers seeking a richer, more fulfilling snack. This candy bar combined cocoa wafers, a chocolate filling, peanuts, and a milk chocolate coating. Bar None was initially very successful due to its satisfying texture and depth of flavor. It underwent a few changes, including a division into 2 bars in one package to prevent melting and make it easier to eat. However, despite a strong start and a dedicated fan base, Bar None was discontinued in the early 90s as Hershey shifted focus to other products. This has left many chocolate enthusiasts longing for its unique taste and substantial satisfying bite. The Nintendo cereal system was a groundbreaking product that blended the excitement of video games with the joy of breakfast. Introduced in the late 80s, this cereal was a dream come true for young gamers, featuring 2 bags of cereal in each box, one for Super Mario and one for Zelda. Each variety had its own distinct flavor and shapes, designed to start every morning with fun and adventure. Despite its initial popularity and the strong appeal of associating with iconic video game characters, the Nintendo cereal system was short-lived. It remains a cherished memory for those who grew up during the golden age of video games, symbolizing a time when even breakfast could be an adventure. Squeeze-Its colored the childhoods of many kids in the 80s with their bright plastic bottles and sweet fruity flavors. Each bottle featured a fun, squeezable design with a twist-off cap that made drinking not just about quenching thirst, but having fun. The characters on the bottles, like Chucklin' Cherry and Grumpy Grape, added personality to each flavor, making Squeeze-Its a hit at birthday parties and school lunches. Though they were discontinued in the early 2000s, the fond memories of twisting off the top and squeezing out the last drops of these flavorful drinks linger. Squeeze-Its exemplify the playful, imaginative snack design of the 80s, where even a drink could bring a smile. Fruit Wrinkles by General Mills were a healthier snack option introduced in the mid-80s, offering kids a fun way to enjoy real fruit in a small, chewy form. These tiny wrinkled pieces were packed with natural fruit flavor and were a less sugary alternative to many other snacks on the market. Marketed as containing real fruit and a good source of vitamin C, Fruit Wrinkles were designed to appeal to parents looking for healthier snack options for their children. Despite their nutritional benefits and the growing health consciousness of the era, Fruit Wrinkles never quite reached the popularity of more sugary snacks and were eventually discontinued, leaving behind memories of a subtle, sweet treat that was both good and good for you. It's clear that while some favorites may come and go, the memories they create last a lifetime. Which of these snacks do you wish you could taste just one more time? Are there any other 80s snacks you remember that didn't make our list? Share your thoughts and memories in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe until the next.